Hello everyone, welcome back to Oxygen Not Included. So I have made a few changes, just trying to make our base flow a little better. I've been frustrated by nothing getting done. Hopefully we're going to have to see some more progress. What I did was I went into priorities and I set everything, well, I thought I set everything back to 5. I missed that one too. And then I canceled all this. We're going to have to fix this at some point, but not now. What are you doing over here? You're going to disinfect. Okay. Well, good on you. Anyway. What I did was I went through the priority screen and just very heavily customized every single dupe as to what I wanted to be focusing on. My hope is that will mean that we're not going to see like all the food go unharvested, because we'll always have somebody right there first focused on food, although that's a bad example. And look, I've got a glossy Draclet egg. Perfect. We need to get some more of these. Let's go ahead and switch this over to that glossy. Oh, we've got a lot of Draco eggs. I'm surprised we're not seeing these guys complaining. Anyway, so I went through all the priorities, and most of them are turned off now, so we're going to have to be very careful looking for idle people, and perhaps giving people that don't have anything to do, like Frankie, who is supposed to dig, and then otherwise build. If there's nothing for him to do, we might want to throw some low-level stuff like low storing for him, like I did right there. But other people might not have good fallbacks. Like some people I don't want to store. Actually, it seems like most people are storing. Let me lower the priority on that a little bit. I can leave it up. It's a good fallback. Anyway, we'll see what happens. I'm curious to see how well it works. I'm hopeful. It did bring to light that we are missing there's a few glaring gaps in our skill set. We don't have anyone on the operating career, so we need to get some people. I think we're going to focus on people that are good at operating and potentially someone good at decorating. I think we have somebody, they're just not progressed along that path yet. We also don't have a dedicated farmer. We've been getting all these critter ranchings people, but nobody likes farming. We could use a couple more builders also. I've only got one person on that line, and one that's kind of partway through it. Anyway, something to think about when we're looking at new dupes. So yes, immediately we have him coming over here and starting to get stuff done over here. Although, you know, it's not that immediate, but that's okay. Our people are hurt from the issue. Meep, you're fine. You don't belong there anymore. Move. No, you're not assigned to this. That's only for people that are below 67. Meep. You're not even eligible for this. Ineligible. Anyway, new dupes. Okay, Slickster larva. Like I was saying though, operating. Now you're allergic to floral scent. Is that big of a deal? The decreased food morale bonus is kind of sad. I'm gonna go ahead and look at that person. Tidying, supplying, but with noodle arms. That's just terrible. We're gonna go ahead, we'll get in his bed. And we'll give her her first skill. She is gonna focus on operating. And your priority is in his bed. So they start out all turned off except for some low priority stuff. I'm gonna go ahead and say operating is the first thing you want to do. If something needs to be operated, you're on it. And then you can fall back on doing other stuff, like building, perhaps. Alright. So, this isn't getting supplied. Joshua's the ideal person to do it. Although apparently it counts as a supplying agent, or thing. he's got lots of other stuff to do, apparently. Anyway, it'll all work itself out in time. I do need to move these up. So, this is our main pen, so let's put that as 8. This is our secondary, 7. Here's where we have our hatches. A few other things. Our food situation is looking a lot better. So I'm inclined to maybe get rid of this little field down here. Stop us from wasting so much time with it. Using up our dirt. This is coming back in 7 cycles. I think we need to deal with that. Yeah, so what's the plan for this? We just want it nicely contained somewhere. It's coming out at 95, so we don't have to worry about heat that much. But we should plan for how we're gonna contain this. So I'm thinking like down here can be where it all overflows to. So we'll just like have a chamber with walls on each side. So 2 out that way, 2 out here, so get rid of all this. Get rid of these 2 doors, they don't need to be there. Alright, we'll need to clean all this up. We can't get the neutronium, of course. And we'll put a pump down below. It needs to be out of gold amalgam, because otherwise it'll stop working at 75, which is too low for this area. I am going to cut into the abyssalite a little bit, right there. Now, what does deconstructing end up as? It's part of building, so we'll have to let one of our dedicated builders do it. Yep, wrong one. And get this all swept up, please. I think we're done with the lice though. We can turn that off. Oh, did you get stuck in there, Frankie? Build. Yeah, I didn't think of that. Build this as a priority, and we'll need a ladder down on both sides. So here, I'm gonna prioritize just a little bit. So someone come for that, please, before Frankie dies. Okay, wait a minute. You've got granite around you. We can make a ladder out of granite just so you can escape. Then Frankie can do it himself. There we go. We were saved by a little bit of polluted oxygen flowing around there. I think unpermitted food. What is it you're trying to eat? The meal lice. Yeah, all our food is meal lice now. Never mind. Let's turn the lice loaf back on. You know, in hindsight, probably I shouldn't. I mean, people are probably ending up all infected over on this side of the world because they only wash their hands when they go this way. What happened to you? You're confined? We'll get you moved in a little bit. Now, I am going to set this to low priority because I don't want people running on it until we have a chance to fill the whole thing up. There's still something that can't be hauled. What is it? Oh, it's salt water. Okay. That doesn't need to be hauled. We'll just displace it onto the ground. And I guess I should just slightly high priority all this, so they know to come here first. I'm thinking if I want to pour all of that seawater in here, I think that'd be fine. I don't think it'd be a problem. Make that high priority so no one gets trapped. Maybe that one too. I think our base is a mess of slime lung. Let's just double check. Yeah, there's quite a bit of slime lung around. We just need more deodorizers, sucking up that polluted oxygen. This comes back in 30 cycles. Dormant. Oh, that's a good chance to go and get that gold volcano then. We'll have to put a box on that. It looks kind of like it's in the wrong spot. Like it should be down one to the right. Here, uproot that. Huh. It's unreachable for now, but that's okay. Are we seeing any luck in getting things cleared out? Not really, not a lot. And we can just put a nice manual airlock right there. Are they gonna be able to reach up there? Probably not. Maybe we'll need to have a couple more ladders. Okay, and then let's go ahead and get the plumbing set up. So, gold amalgam. And I'll put it slightly to the side. It doesn't really matter. It's gonna be hot. I think I'll use insulated just to get it out of there. Then we can decide later on. And it will need... I'm going to use a conductive wire going in, even though we don't really have that much. Max power, 2K. We need to get more metal. Should we suck all the air out too, perhaps? Or a decent amount of it. I think that's a good idea. Here, we can put a gas vent just right. Well, no, it's okay. We can get rid of the air and then go in and deconstruct it just a little bit. We just want to lower the well, it's not that bad. It's already only a few grams in here. Yeah, forget about that. Just get the room set up. It'll displace a bit of water, and then maybe we can open the door at some point, or displace air. I do want to prioritize some of the storing ahead of the rest. So where are we storing our? Yeah. This is where we're storing the bleach stone and the slime lung. Let's make that level 6. Okay. 7 of 7. Happy. 7 of 7. Cramped. Okay. You know, since we're 7 of 7 everywhere, I'm just going to go ahead and start cracking every single pip egg I get. So do that forever, please. Eventually, we're going to set up some sort of automation cracking down here, maybe. But for now, that's fine. Just get the eggs out, and I'll be happy again. Got the sage hatchlings up. So I guess I need another feeder. For now, because we got both types in here. Or no, I don't. Well, no, I should do another feeder. Scalding. Someone went over here and tried to be brave. Storing slime. If it's scalding, the slime shouldn't have slime lung on it anymore. Look at this. It's so hot, it's starting to turn the water to steam, and then the water collapses back down as regular water instead of polluted water. That's cool. Yeah, we need some suits to deal with that. Let's just, here, delete these buildings. And we'll plan at some point to put suits right here. They were able to build there, so I don't need those two things. And let's make these 6 so they get to them. We kind of missed our chance to get the water inside. That's okay. We don't really need the water inside. I just want this clear from the nearby stuff. Frankie, you're gonna get stuck up there if you're not careful. This is working. It'll all flow into here. Here, make that slightly lower priority than the rest. And these two. Alright. Oh, we got a dupe. Some more larva eggs. They keep tempting me with these larva eggs. Sure, let's take them. Like right now, we're basically not letting carbon dioxide in, and there's going to be a bunch down here near our near where this thing is going to be running. It's going to be producing carbon dioxide, or will these be producing carbon dioxide? Wait a minute, let me check. Yes, these produce carbon dioxide locally, right? So we should think about how we're going to deal with that. Maybe we can put like a chamber over here and let all the carbon dioxide flow over this way. Because right now we just have solid walls here. I think we better change that. So get rid of these insulated tiles and we'll build airflow tiles. And this can just be a door. And we'll have a little chamber like this. For our Slicksters, our Slickster friends. If it's gonna be we should make it a stable so we can, I don't know, groom them? Is that like a thing? I mostly don't tame Slicksters, but I assume if I did, they would make oil faster. I'm not sure. We'll see. I could see putting like some mesh tiles here. Have them have all this be mesh tiles, and then this will be like an oil storage area. In fact, that's a better plan than this. Let's get rid of that. Make these all mesh tiles. So how big is this room? This is 55. So that'd be 66, 77, 88. And 96 is our max, right? Yeah, 96. So that's 99. Or that's 88. Then we need more airflow up into this area, perhaps. 89. 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95. 96, sure. That will do it. Extend this all the way up. We'll build some ladders inside. Okay, and then we'll need an area below this. Should it be accessible through here, or should it go down this way? I like it. I like going down this way. Yeah. That'll work better. We'll put a door right there. So we don't want the CO2 going down here. We want the CO2 mostly going through into this area. And build ladders like this. And then we'll have a little area for oil to accumulate. And we'll figure out how to get it out of there later. But for now, we'll just build it out. Nothing's happening, of course, because we told them to work up here. Is this done yet? For the most part. Okay, this looks mostly ready to go. Once we figure that out, we'll maybe make a little oxygen refinery area over here. Our food is nice and going up. Getting some omelets. Make sure to put the glossy back in here. I don't see it. I can't see it until we get one. Which will happen eventually. I am going to go ahead and turn off the lice loaf. I'm just going to say you can eat the lice. I feel like things are going better. I feel like stuff's actually getting done. And I'm going to let this guy out. And set this to be a low priority overflow area. For Drecos, hatches, poke shells, pips, and sages, and shine bugs, I guess. Just at low priority, so they have somewhere to send guys. And we'll close the door, so they don't get out again right away. Scalding. Rowan's trying to be a hero, getting more slime. Yeah, actually, he's probably getting algae for this machine down here to run. But our base is nice and pressurized now. It still looks a little ugly, but that's okay. We can deal with that at some point in the future. Okay, now build that back again, please. There, the pip got put here, and we'll have another pip thing ready to go at some point. I'm gonna make this higher priority than our egg cracker, so that if there is a spot available, it'll end up going here. Okay, looks good. I'm gonna close this off so no one can go in and out. We didn't do anything about the atmosphere in there, but I'm hoping the water will compress it all to like 1 or 2 spaces. How's this going? Not that well. We're starting to see a bit of the structure. I'm gonna slightly prioritize the ladders and the floors, just so my guys have some more room, so my diggers don't get bored waiting for my builders. All right. This is still a failure. I just completely did not know what to do with this thing. It's not working at all. Hopefully at some point in the future we really need a cooling agent. We need to get enough plastic that we could put a little steam engine up here somewhere, perhaps, and then just run a loop around our base. Have we done this yet? No, we still need to dig out the rest of it. I'm going to prioritize this up so that they get it done before that comes back from being dormant. Which they should do anyway, but you know, best to be safe. This natural gas geyser is active right now. I could be getting some nice power from it, but I really want to make this ethanol thing work. We'll get around to dealing with the natural gas geysers eventually. I like to think that putting this here did have some help making this come back. Making the heat spread a bit slower than it would otherwise. I'm not sure it did, but, you know, maybe. Certainly digging the hole did. Getting this hole here, and I wish we'd been able to get this hole too. In fact, maybe we should just build this bit. Well, let's build a door right here so that we can go east from here and build a wall. Okay, these guys are cramped again. I still need to figure that out. Yeah, I'm not quite sure. Hatchling eggs, fertilizer. We don't have a lot of fertilizer. I'm gonna take that. See, the issue is that I think even if they're not cramped, they don't lay eggs fast enough to replace themselves. Maybe they do. I don't know. I'm worried about losing my entire Shine library or whatever. I'm gonna build another one of these out here. And we can just store an egg in there. And then we'll try something, and then if we come back and there's no more shines, then we can know we failed and start over again. Okay, we're getting this analyzed. Good, good. Okay, let's get this a little bit more accessible. Yeah, we're seeing some real progress now. Excuse me, excuse me. So this is eventually gonna be where we're gonna store a bunch of polluted water. So I should put a wall around it. Let's not put that one there. Let's put it a bit higher, just so we don't lose the polluted water that's already there. And let's extend this all the way down. And we can bring that up a little bit just to make this accessible. Alright. And of course, we're going to need to get the Slicksters here. So let's get that there. We've got a few days before they're going to pop. Another glossy. Nice. Here, come get this dude. Oh, I have to say this is a drop-off point for glossy Dreglets. And we need to get some hydrogen in here at some point. But I'm waiting to do that until I electrolyze, so I have a good source of hydrogen. Unreachable food. This bed's stuck. Just build one more tile there, please. At very high priority. What do we have in here? We have granite. So build that out of granite. At very high priority. Didn't even see Rowan there. It's okay, you'll be okay. Maybe you won't be that okay. Oh dear. Here, I'm gonna build a ladder to get up the outside of this. So, right like that. Then they can do this last little digging. Okay, and we wanted to put sage hatch stuff in here. We wanted dirt, right? Yeah. So do we have a sage hatch around? Yeah, I just want to look at your food. Okay. So it would consume 140 kilograms of dirt per cycle. And creates coal, 100% of consumed mass, so it doesn't really matter. 140 kilograms is a lot of coal. Like, that's interesting. Apparently these guys can eat a lot of stuff, but they're only giving back the consumed mass. So why would you ever not want to feed them on dirt? Like, hatches are half of the consumed mass, right? And again, we want to feed them rocks. Like, if they eat any of those other things, they're just going to be producing almost no coal. I guess that would be a way of keeping them alive or something. But we definitely don't want that to happen. Oh, do they eat eggshells? No. Good. Happy, happy. Glum. And we still haven't got this guy down, have we? Here, let's prioritize this a little bit. Just to make it happen. What was that? I thought I saw something. Here, remove it. And then somebody come and wrangle it. Okay, this is ready to go. It erupts in a few moments. We'll take advantage of that at some point. How's this doing? Where is it? This is almost ready. We just need to get the top. Here, let's make this slightly prioritized. And I know I'm still making priorities to do this, but I like it because we're basically telling the builders to prioritize between different building tasks, as opposed to before, where we were trying to get them to build instead of going around and tidying or something. I view it as an improvement. Okay, analysis complete. 26, 15.6 kilograms. That's a decent amount. We'll figure out how to deal with this at some point later. We're not kind of there yet. Okay, the issue is that when we're cramped, we can't... These don't grow. So I should kill some of the older ones. Where are some of the elderly? You're at 19. And you're at 17. So you can just die. What about new skills? Okay, Nisbet. You're operating Gossman. You're kind of already close to your limit. Meep. Tidying. And we'll eventually get you into this range too. Frankie. You're kind of our dedicated digger builder. So maybe better carrying. Definitely want to get you in suits. So, yeah. We'll move you that way. Are they making light yet? Yeah, there we go. Then these can keep growing. These are good. That's going. Let's go ahead and get the Shine Nymph egg in there. Just get it in there, please. Insufficient O2, but not by a lot. So I'm not that worried. That probably just means we're at pressure. Good. And now I'm going to delete this wire. Because I don't want this running. Interesting. Did we run out of coal? Yeah, we're out of coal. Okay. Well, all the more important to get this built. We do have a decent amount of reed fiber here, so we could make suits. I keep on getting confused about what needs plastic. And suits do not need plastic. They need reed fiber. Plastic is for steam engines. So, but I don't have the science for them yet. Probably worth getting at some point. So we've got a lot of polluted oxygen here. I'm going to go ahead and put some deodorizers. Not long term, just for a little bit. Well, those could be long term. No, they're not going to work. So, let's see. Maybe put some tiles right there. And then put deodorizers like that. I expect this entire area to get flooded with CO2, so it's not going to matter. But that's okay. No, I forget. Did we actually do the piping for all this? No, that's not done yet. I want to get the chambers there. Then we'll do the piping. I'm going to go ahead and disable this for now. Since it seems like these are not going because we've pushed our CO2 so far down. We're still using this as our dump for all the... I should prioritize that a little bit, just to get the polluted water in bottles out of our base. Okay. Another Glossier. They're still not unhappy, so as long as they're not unhappy, I don't mind letting the eggs just sit on the floor that way. Okay, so we've got an egg in here, and I think it's just gonna sit there forever. It won't incubate any further unless while the power is off, and it will stay viable forever. Change per cycle 0. So now we can enact more strict controls over here. Just go ahead. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set this to 5. And I'm going to say that it's going to... I'm going to put this at slightly lower priority because I don't want pips to end up here. So wait, where do we have our overflow room? Right here. So this is priority 3, which means I want this to be priority 2. And I'm going to say auto wrangle surplus, and you're allowed to have the 1 pip and the bugs and nymphs. And if they pick the pip, we'll have to put it back in. But we should have extra pips all the time. Yeah, look at that. So she takes it, she grabs it, and I'm assuming she's gonna drop it off over here. Eventually. Tomorrow. Okay, I want to be careful we're not getting people stuck. We're gonna have to build ladders in here. Hadn't thought about that. So all the way up to the top. That should do it. And I want this tile to get made really fast. And why don't you make that one fast too? New printables. Alright, we got some ore. We've got a lot of ore. But we're eventually going to have infinite metal from all that gold. We're not going to have infinite ore. At the same time, are there any of these that are good? Farming. You know, I have been saying I want a good farmer. No, not yet. Not right now. Let's get that care package. And new skills? Yeah, Rowan is still sitting on 1. We need more morale for Gossip. We need to get a plumbed bathroom at some point. Need more industry in our base. Alright. Nothing much going on over here, just more and more heat. Yeah, look, it's already getting this. Still, I think that gap is helping. I think that heat will accumulate here before it hops over. This is going. That's fine. So this isn't going to come back. Oh, it's coming back in one cycle. Okay, wow. We almost missed the chance on that one. Missed our opportunities. Now we're starting to have trouble with breathing as we get further and further away. And what follows polluted oxygen? Really? It's just no good at all. I'm gonna prioritize those a little bit. Oh, they're gonna need to make that ladder before they can get out to here. Okay, sure. Just prioritize this entire little area, please. I just don't want our Slicksters popping up here. They're already a third of the way. That's only a third of the way, so not that big of a deal. Yeah, there we go. Now we're getting the shine bugs up here. And they took the pip, didn't they? Oh, well. When we get enough seeds, we'll go ahead and put a pip back down here. Another biome edge there. Alright. Out of rust. Okay, let's get some more rust. We'll just go out this way a bit. Who's going idle off on and on? Oh, these guys got stuck down here. Or did you? Here, can you move up to here? No, you can't. They need to get this door, this rock done. So priority 9. What's it trying to be made out of? Igneous? Do you have any igneous around here? No. Let's make it out of sedimentary. Out of sedimentary. In fact, I could just do that for all this. Since that's the local rock. No, that was right. And then that's the high priority, so these people don't die. There they go. Gotta watch out with these big constructions. You might end up with your dudes getting stuck. Ooh, we actually produced a lot less because I disabled this thing down here. That's fine. It's not that big of a deal. Any new skills? Yes, Gossman, but you're already close. Lindsay could theoretically get another one, but what do I want you to do? Doctoring, perhaps? You're good, Lindsay. Yeah, leave them alone. There we go, we have a glossy Draco, nice and groomed, and ready to be sheared. Our first bit of plastic. I'm so proud! Are we overcrowded yet? No. Okay. You're not. You're not. Who knows what the hatches feel? They're always hiding. They're glum. You okay, Ellie? Yeah, we can go ahead and set these to be open until we are ready to go. No point in having them take longer to get down here. What are these being made out of? Aluminum ore. Okay. It could be. We could do gold instead. It's closer, but whatever. I think our food situation is resolved. I'm gonna go ahead and clear out this little farm down here. Because it's eventually going to end up too hot to work down here anyway. Actually, to be safe, let's do the top row first. Otherwise, we're going to end up having to build scaffolding. Okay, there. In this phase, they're really overcrowded at night. So at this point in the day, their reproduction is not going up. But during the rest of the day, I think it is. Let's check in the morning. Yeah, look, our food container is almost full. Alright, now they're hiding. They are not overcrowded, so they're going up by 2% each. Why only 2%? Because you're not happy. Why are you not happy? I bet we can't groom them during the night. During the day. We can only groom them at night. So we need to get like a night owl on it. Excuse me. Alright. How's this going? Oh, you can make this now. Come on, guys. There you go. Okay, this is where we store at very high priority larva eggs. And now it's essential that we build the walls to this place. Let's get that all done. No, they're here already. Okay, then you can drop them right out. And in another 12 cycles, they will pop out and start making oil down here. It'll be glorious. I'm not sure what temperature oil they make. It probably depends on the temperature of the carbon dioxide. Maybe? I don't know. Who's idle? Meep is idle. And Lindsay. So, Meep, what's your thing, Meep? Meep, you're all about tidying and supplying and storing. Well, that's good. Let's give you something new to gather up. I don't think this is working over here. I think it is a problem. We're not, like... we're not generating as much coal as I want us to be. But that's okay. What should we store a bunch of? Oh, hey! This went. Good. Did we get an extra seed, perhaps? Blossom seed? No, we didn't. Too bad. Here, why don't we just start sweeping some stuff up? All this junk on the ground. that are not eggs. One thing we could do is start storing lumber over here. And you can mop that up. Pick up all that debris right there. So we could use this as kind of a storage area. Just build a ton of bins. And then we can store like rocks and things here. So if we don't, there'll be some closer. At least like have a little bit closer. I think that's a good idea. Bit of coal. So yeah, they're all glum, they're all crowded, they're all cramped. We've got a lot of creatures in here. We've got 10. Do I want to do anything about that? I mean, the reproduction is going on. I mean, it's just not going on during the night. But maybe this is when they eat. Like, does their calorie consumption? Wait a minute, you're the wrong type of thing. Sage hatch. So your calorie, your metabolism minus 80 because you're glum. Okay, well, let's think about that. So Ellie, you're the one who's mostly dealing with these. Let's go ahead and move you to the morning. So we'll put Ellie down here. So Joshua should be in this group. He already is. Good. So she'll come out and start getting them while they're up. And then they'll have that buff where they're happy all day long. Eating through their calories. Making coal for me. New printables. Shovel legs. No. Operating, digging, building. Not a bad idea. And decreased germ resistance isn't that big of a deal. I'm gonna take you. Travaldo, welcome to the team. And let's figure out what we're gonna do with you. So Travaldo, you can help out with the attacking. Sure. And your thing is that you're good at you're good at construction and machinery, so operating up. And I'll put building at a slightly raised priority. And then that can be standard, and then you'll help supply and store things later. Okay, looks good. And give you a skill. Travaldo, you are good at operating. Oh wait, what was that? Lindsay, you could get a skill. You're our rancher. What else do I want to do with you? I could move you towards extra carrying. Actually, I wonder. No, I'm sure that the shearing station doesn't count as tinkering. I'm gonna give you extra strength. The carrying capacity is just so ridiculously good. More and more pips setting up here. We have so much food now. but not enough power. Here, get this out of the way. What is that? It's not... Oh, it's just old. That's fine. Like we have so much lumber on the ground. Okay, you don't need to haul that. What? Wait a minute. You should not have ever been made. Because it wasn't incubating at all. Are you... This was not the plan. Oh well. Try it again, get it in there. And then disable the building. Come on. Okay, it's still going up 20. But it's not consuming power, so that's fine. We'll just end up with a few more of these in here. Eventually we're going to want to deal with this better than we are, and I'm not sure the best way to do it. Like, are you creating gold? Yeah, you do. You have gold on the ground right there. Colony achievement earned. What I earned. Red light, green light? I'm pretty sure I already had that one. Reach 100? Yeah, reach 100. Made a mess. Oh, is that because we messed up with your schedule? No, we didn't mess up with Lindsay's schedule. Oh, the bathrooms? The bathrooms are good. But it looks like these two were just cleaned, so perhaps they weren't good for a little bit. Okay. Anything get down here? No. Got some slime here, which needs to be taken over here. Ah, it's empty. Or it's full. Copy settings to here. I'm curious about this one. And that's dormant now. It's tempting to go in and but it's so hot over here, it's just a real concern. Not until we get suits. I don't want you to sit over there in the heat, in 70 degrees, trying to analyze that thing. Our builders should still be getting this done. It seems like they're having a long time, trouble getting the last little bits. Here, we'll start storing a few things. So put some granite here. Some igneous rock. Some sedimentary right there. And then we put some ore. Some aluminum ore, some gold amalgam, and then some iron ore. Just so we have a place to put it all, you know? Most of it, I think, is still going to stay away. It's not going to be carried. and that's for the good. I just want to make sure that no one ever has to go from one side of the base to the other side of the base in order to get like some sedimentary rocks. There'll always be some in the middle. Yeah, our O2, it's starting to get bad again. Let's turn this back on. I know it's power issues is the main problem, but we'll do what we can. Now I should just go ahead and do some more science. What else can we get? There's like a lot of things I haven't bothered with. Desalinator, we're definitely gonna need that if we're gonna take advantage of all this over here. And I'm gonna prioritize this grooming station so that when these guys are up, they'll come over and deal with them right away. Like it's almost tempting to make two, just to get it so everyone runs over here as soon as they can. Like she can only get 3 a night, it looks like. Maybe, oh, she got 3 there, so maybe she can get 4 a night. It takes them a while to go back down. Oh well. Yeah, we don't have any hydrogen here is the issue, so they're not growing back. Is this still it is, it's still incubating. Oh well. It's not that big of a deal. Let's go ahead and make a bit more stuff. So we could do all these things. We don't really need the lime yet. I just need some more metal. Now it's tempting to use gold, but we're gonna, because we have so much gold amalgam, we'll make some gold. For automation and things. They're cramped again. Let's kill off an old one. 7, 10, 17. Bad luck for you. Oh, actually, wait, no, they're dealing with it. They're getting rid of this one. Well, we can help it. We'll get rid of you too. The problem is that we're ending up with excess shine bugs, and they don't do anything for us. They don't give us meat. We need to use the eggs up. We just need to not use up too many of the eggs, you know? So how do we make that happen? I'm thinking of like having a chamber over here that's inaccessible by our dupes. Like, if I say this is open, but then turn off permissions, will that still keep them out? Maybe. Then we could use, like, one of those things I don't have. One of these guys, an automatic dispenser, to put it in there and use a auto sweeper to get it in there, and then just dump on the floor, let it hatch eventually. No, we'd want No, we can make that work. We can make that work. We'd still need to use an auto sweeper though. So we'd actually put It's not gonna work, no. Actually, I see what we could do. I see what we could do. We could put a chest right here. We could put like one of these. A storage bin right there, and we'll say put all the eggs in that storage bin. And then once, well no, we'll put like a limit on it. We'll say that store 4 eggs in that bin. And then we'll have an auto sweeper, which will take it out of the bin and put it onto the ground, pretty much. We'll put it into one of those machines that dumps it out, and we'll put a door right there so that it's inaccessible to the rest of my dupes. The sweeper has to do it. And then we'll set it to only come on like for a few seconds each day. And so basically we're going to spend the day filling this up with up to 2, and then cracking the rest of them. I think that'll work, but we need auto sweepers. So let's get that research going. And I can go ahead and build a couple doors there to help move things along. I think this will work. Overload damage. Okay. Because of this thing. Yeah. Here, turn this down. Turn this off. Yeah, when the research and this machine, rock crusher and these are going at the same time, that causes some overload. But that shouldn't happen too much. Alright, this is turning out real nice. Oh, that's an issue. So get rid of that one and put one there. Get rid of that and put one there. We could just build more ladders. Alright. Not automation, room. This is now a room that's 96 tiles. Perfect! That's exactly what I want. Let's build some airflow. Right there. And there. Just let more of the CO2 come down here into this little area, and more of the polluted oxygen to get back up here. For our Slicksters to chomp away at. This door can shut now. We're going to want some piping, so we don't need to come in here again. Let's see. A liquid pump and a gold amalgam. And insulated pipes. Going to there. And conductive wiring coming back. Get that done, guys. Then we can shut this door and just never come back to it. Here, you can leave it open for now. Until you build this. We should sweep all this out of the way, too. Alright, and this is going to be where we put our poke shells. And I need to put some water in here as soon as I finish this. Let's empty this. Can I just say dump contents? No, I can't. New dupe. Blossom seeds. That's perfect. That's exactly what I wanted. Okay, I'll grab 2 of them, and let's go ahead and store them right here, right? Blossom seeds. We're going to very temporarily raise this up pretty high and say, bring me a pip. Go get that pip. So this is priority 4 now. Come on, Pip. No pending deliveries. Okay, someone's doing it. Ellie's on it. Ellie, you just delivered a pip here. I guess one of them must have died. You know, that's it. That is a thing. We want these to be higher priority. Okay, well, okay, give me another pip. And get those seeds. You know what? No, they're bristle blossoms. They're just not ending up where I want them. Lazy dupes. Okay, that's done. Good. Get this. That's unreachable because of this tile. Let's deconstruct that temporarily. And we'll put it back in a moment. So I wasn't actually planning on taming this guy. I guess that would make him make what's it called? Make shells faster. There you go. I want some water in here. But it could be salt water. Sure. Just have a place to put it. I think the poker shell will appreciate that. There we go. I like how even the air above the salt water looks that way. And I just wanted to, you know, maybe have a quarter of a spot. So we'll let that spread a bit. Here, go and get me that poker shell. And we can go ahead and store our polluted dirt down here. Why not? Okay, this can shut now. Well, soon. We can get all that stuff first. It's actually starting to look, you know, not bad. Alright, that's enough. That's less than the 250 I was expecting, but that's fine. No, he's so happy. He's wild too, so he doesn't actually need to eat. Hopefully yeah, he's gonna make a pinch row. Wait, I can't see your chance of making an egg. Anyway, close this. And generally, you should not need to ever go down here. We don't have any place to store that. I can just dump this out on the floor like I usually do. Perfect. Okay, Pip. There we go. He planted another one. Get rid. Now do one more. Come on, Pip. Come on, Pip. He'll get to it eventually. Okay, now I'm gonna go ahead and set this back down. Well, not yet. Not till the Pip's done. Now these guys are cramped. Yeah. Let's crack some Draco eggs. Or Dreklet eggs. How did you get out? Like, a couple of our Drekos ended up outside. Here, kill them. We're not gonna let them in when they were already overcrowded. That reminds me, I never actually got rid of all of these. Pip! Pip, I am disappointed. Get this. Oh, we built it right, left to right, so we gotta leave an extra space. Forgot. Pips have weird rules. They, like, care more about things that are to the left than to the right. Alright. How is this going? We're gonna want a bit more happening down here. Get rid of these and that. No, that needs to stay. That's how we actually get down to the ground down here. These are almost ready to go. Another few cycles. And this system is almost in place. So let's see. This is gonna run like all the time. So send a red signal if it's more than 95%. Just so I don't even know. And then go as long as it's below 90. Alright, let's start. I need one of these right there. And I'm not sure that if I put a thing here, we could reach all of them. I'm not sure. We'll have to find out. We might need to play around with having multiple, like one here and one up there. I don't know. That'd be a little disappointing. But we'll store our lumber there. Oh, you don't need to run this yet. There's nothing happening here. So, let's start working on the plumbing. Do I want to get rid of... No, that's fine. It can stay there. I probably should build a liquid pump down here, though. So we don't have to go in once it's full. And some insulated wiring, or tiles here. And a conductive wire. Like that. I'm not quite sure how that's going to work. We might try to run it off the same circuit, or make a second one down here, or something. I don't know. We'll figure it out. I could see perhaps changing this over into a tile like that, and like putting a little ledge here that would just power these two. But once we have this in place, we can make stuff happen. So first priority is all this. We can close this door permanently now. Except for poor, what's his name? He's gonna have to keep sweeping stuff. Close this. Having a little trouble. Let's, oh! We ran out of iron. I said the wrong thing for that. For the pipe? Was I building them out of iron? No, it must have been the conductive wire. Yeah, build that out of gold. again, slightly higher priority. Just I want to see it done. Alright, let's start working out the piping for this stuff. So... I'm not sure what temperature it's going to be coming out at. I'm assuming it's going to be hot. Because it creates a bunch of extra heat. We're probably going to want to run like a cooling loop through this area at some point. But we don't have the opportunity for that right now. But that doesn't mean we want to keep our pipes kind of carefully done. So like this, perhaps. And that will leave, then our cooling loop can go through the ground. All around it. That'll be better. No, like this. Also. Alright, and this needs a vent output, right? No, it doesn't. It just goes right to there and turns into power for us. I never enabled that machine. My bad. No wonder our research has just been sitting around for a while. This is all full up to the top. Let's better turn that down. It's sitting at 68, so it did lose some heat because it emits at 95. It's bleeding slightly through the door, I guess. I can fix that. I think I can replace that door through the edges. All this rust here if we need it. Okay. Why isn't this getting made? Can they reach it? Yeah, Frankie's coming. Printables. And I gotta say, I feel like my base is moving so much better than it was just an hour ago. We've really sorted things out with these better priorities. So we're gonna have to keep on top of that. Do I want any of these guys? You're a farming digger. It would not be terrible. We really only have the one digger right now. Sure. Welcome, Ashkan. And your priorities? Where are you? You're in the middle. You can help with the killing and the digging. And then you'll store stuff in your off time. And farming, too, yeah. You can help with farming, but not as important as digging. Not that we're doing much digging at the moment. I probably should start, you know, clearing out to the abyssalite. Like I'd like to do. How are we gonna make that happen in this case? Because we got a lot more water about. We'll have to think about it. Alright. Just a little bit more here to get, guys. Do I feel like going into this area and trying to build a wall? I kinda do. Let's plan for the wall to be right here. Oh, what was that? I didn't say build that. Game, I am unhappy with you, game. I always say igneous because we got a ton of it, but there's more sedimentary around here. Here, let's go ahead and build this sedimentary instead. Just all the way down to the abyssalite right here. Actually, we're gonna need to make a bridge. Oh yeah, volcano. I didn't even notice that until now. Yeah, is this the bottom of the world? I don't think so. Maybe it is. I kind of don't think so, because I don't think they would make a new biome like this below the bottom of the world. I think this is just, I don't know. I think it's just like magma flows or something. I forget whether my world had it. Blah, sorry. Yeah, we'll deal with that. And the whole idea is we're going to go and chew out 2 tiles. I'm going to leave a space. We'll chew out 2 tiles this way. Scalding. Meep, what are you doing, Meep? Meep. I didn't mean to come this way to get that. Here, let's cancel that. For now. At the same time, I don't want all this water on my base. I think we're gonna need to do something over here. Like that. And then like that. Top priority, guys. You're gonna get scalded. I'm sorry, but do what you can. We've got beds waiting for you. Okay, Nisbet and Meep, you are done for the day. We thank you for your service. This is where we store our lumber. You know, we don't really need to build that ladder. We just kind of need to get it dug so that this drains out. That's a priority. That just get this done, and you'll never have to come this way again without a suit. You know what? They don't seem to want to move that. I'm gonna leave it alone. There we go. Ashkan, I'm so sorry. This is like your first day, and we threw you into the scalding area. So temperatures are in the 70s Celsius. There's the desalinator we need. I don't think this is the bottom. We'll find out. Okay, and then what do we have around here a lot? Igneous, sedimentary, granite, kind of a bunch of everything. We have a bunch of igneous rock here. Let's go ahead and start laying it out. Just a nice wall. Don't get stuck on the wrong side of the wall. Alright. Did you plant that? Yeah, you did. Good Pip. Good Pip. But now we need to get you out of there. So, no pips allowed. Auto wrangle surplus, back down to 5. Now we got 4 growing in here. And continue with our research, get that smart storage, so we can start getting that auto-swept stuff. We're actually overloaded on food. How do I want to deal with that? I'm tempted to make this room a little smaller and make like this be a refrigerator right here. Like, what's the minimum size on this room? It's not even, it's missing a decor item. It would need to be, it's not even a recreation room. It needs to be 12 tiles. That's so minimal. So we could build it like this. Or, that would be 5 by 2. We could build it like that. And that would, let's see, that would have 12 tiles. Do I want to do that? Maybe the other direction? Sure. Well, these can stay. And we'll need a decor item in there to make it actually work. Joshua, was that a smart thing to do? Consider what you just did again. Was that a smart thing to do? He seems awfully happy about it. Joshua. I swear, sometimes these dupes. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh my. So, 3 fridges, I'm thinking. And then a box right here. Maybe just 4 more fridges. 2 more fridges. Joshua. Okay, you've got Igneous right there. Let's just get you back into the world. He's not that concerned with getting home. Alright. So my thought was that this area down here is going to be storage. So let's put some fridges. And one more right there. And then we'll build a floor like this. And then we'll put, I don't know if we have enough room for both a range and a thing there. Do I even have the gas range unlocked? I don't. So we could put a grill and then potentially a range on our level above. Like this. It kind of works. Alright. Yeah, get that pip out of there. No place for pips in here. Apparently there's no place for them anywhere. How did you get out? I keep finding these Drekos in just like random spots. Like, these doors are locked. They shouldn't be able to get out of here if they end up here. I think it's time for a purging. How my Drekos doing? No, they're fine. They're happy. Okay, how are we doing here? This looks like it's ready to go. It's just not going yet. The wall isn't going very well either. Here, up priorities. Oh, it's going. Yeah. Okay, great. It looks like we're not getting any from this side, or is it just perhaps not clear on how to work? It's just waiting delivery. Okay, that's really noisy. That's really noisy. Okay, good, good. Looks like that's filling up. Perfect. So now we got... Oh, wait. We never built this. I forgot. Okay, build that back up again. At a super high priority, so I can make sure that this doesn't fill up beyond it. Look at this. It's all turned to steam now. That's one way of purifying water. You guys out of your beds yet? Yeah, they're out. Good. Perfect. You're happy. You're happy. There are a lot of eggs in here. And we're kind of just letting them happen. Travaldo. I guess you're above 60, but you're... Yeah, you can go in there and get healed up a little bit. Good. This is perfect. Research complete. What'd that get me? Fire pole and temp shift plate. What can I make that fire pole out of? Okay, that's ore. Do I want to build one of these? I mean, it would be really helpful. I can't help but think it would be a great idea. Let's go ahead and just build something right there. Super high priority. 6. Alright, this got connected up. It just isn't sucking any power out yet. We got a nice amount of carbon dioxide built up with apparently a slime lung. It should be dying faster, but oh well. These larvae are about to be done in our couple cycles. We'll start getting oil down here, which we can then run into the petroleum generator, or just make another petroleum generator right here. Is this a good room? Yes, that's a power plant. Good. Perfect. Like, eventually I could see us wanting to, what am I saying? I think we could add a little distillery off to the side and just run another set of petroleum generators. Kind of, we already have the infrastructure support for it. I don't know. I haven't thought that far ahead yet. But this should mean that we don't have any more power troubles. Except we do, because we didn't run this wire up. Right. Let's get rid of this wire. Get rid of this manual generator. Just deconstruct it. Now we're gonna be running a horrible decor item right up the middle of the base, but kind of the way we have it set up, we can't avoid that. Tempting on Hassan there. I think I'll get Hassan. Operating and tiding. Let's check everyone else's skills. See if anybody is... looks like you've got some room. I'm trying not to go above like 11 or 12 on most people. So, Rowan, I mostly use you just for running around, carrying stuff. I know you've got this research that you also want to do, but I think just giving you some better tidying skill might be for the best. Meep's got lots of room. I'm gonna start working him towards the better art. Ellie, better construction. Gossman, you're already maxed. Nisbet, you're working towards mechatronics, so I'm going to give you supplying. Or I could give you digging, but I'm going to give you supplying first. Travaldo, again, mechatronics. Ashkan, you I'm going to move down the digging path. And Hassan, I'm going to start you out with tidying. But you'll get onto the mechatronics path eventually. Just not yet. And priorities for the new guy. Where are ya? This guy. So you actually are good at supplying and storing. So I think I'm going to set you to be first operating, and then second tidying and life support. Life support's a weird skill. Because it doesn't seem to have an obvious correlative factor. It's like maintaining deodorizers. But it's very similar to supplying, it seems to me. So I'm going to put you on that same thing. And then we'll lower this all the way down, and you don't have any digging, right? Yeah. And I'll put supplying at even. So you're mostly going to be focused on tidying and life support and operating when it's needed. Looks good. We're going to need to get rid of that too. Again, random Draco. Where'd you come from, random Draco? Yeah, these guys are starting to get cramped. And honestly, I'd rather have plastic than regular Dracos, so kill that one too. We could just kill its egg. Let's do that instead. 2 more Draco eggs coming. Ink. Yeah, get rid of... Most of this can be run on a wire, but not these two. That needs to go. No, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Just get rid of that. Now we got our pull up. Might be a help. Look how many hatches we have in here. That's ridiculous. But they're happy. Throughout the day, they're all happy. Building broken. Duplicate checkpoint. Way down there. Okay. See, I thought this wasn't the bottom. There's like stuff down here. Oh, I don't want to repair that. Can I just make it so it stops making warnings? Disable repair. You can't. It's still gonna say building broken forever. It's interesting. How does this battery have power? Like, what's generating it? It should lose power over time, right? I mean, it's slowly. I guess in 100 cycles, it only lost 5 kilojoules? That's pretty awesome. I thought I would be losing a lot more. Alright. How's the wall going? Not well. Yeah, I'm gonna prioritize all that. That's already been prioritized. Go ahead and extend it. What do we have down here? This is all obsidian, of course. It seems like we have a lot of granite down here, and igneous rock, but I think that might just be because we brought it in. Let's make this out of granite. Well, igneous rock is slow heating, which is kind of the point. So, sure, just keep going with that. What if I were to put it out of obsidian? That's thermally reactive, actually. So yeah, igneous rock is the proper one. Where did I get mafic rock? Apparently I have some available. Like a lot available? Where is that? It would be raw mineral, mafic rock. Oh, this area is mafic rock. I didn't realize that. Huh. Okay. I was mostly looking at it for the rust. But whatevs. We're not making out of mafic rock. Here we go. We have a nice wall. And I am going to go ahead and try to extend it this way a little bit too. Now, the thing is, I don't want them to build it from over there. So let's build a door and just disallow access. I should have done that a long time ago. And I should probably let them tune this up. Although, it's not running that much. Like, once we get it up... Okay, yeah, it will run more once we get it working on all this stuff. So for that, we're gonna need... I'm still a little torn. I mean, I could just put another transformer right here and run a regular wire up that has, you know, only decor nothing, as opposed to decor minus 25 for 6 tiles. I think I will do that. Yeah, we'll just run a... Yeah, okay, that's what I'm gonna do. We'll go ahead and build another one of these right here. Maybe right here. And another ladder like that, just so that I can go a little faster. And then we can just run this in right there. And a conductive wire. Well, it won't need to be conductive, because I don't have the right transformer. I probably should use a large one. So yeah, get rid of that. Put in a large transformer. And now we'll have to use a conductive, right? Because a large is no more than 2, I believe. Limited to 4. That's interesting. Are the conductive wires limited to 4? No. See, I don't get that. Why would you ever want to... I guess you could run a regular wire like this out of here, and that would let you power 4 other transformers? I don't know. I don't know why you'd want to do that. But whatever. We're building this out of gold. That's fine. Get it up here. And just connect it in. And why don't we replace all this? Yeah. Everyone happy now? Good. Good, good. Scalding. That's why I said don't go that way, Rowan. I said build the door. Is someone coming for the door? Yeah, Nisbet's coming. Alright, nobody is to go through the door this way. You can come back, but you can't go that way. This area is too much of a disaster. Interesting. There's a thing of neutronium there, but nothing on it. It seems like probably there should be a volcano there. Can I prioritize it? Yeah, there is. Let me just double check. It's, yeah, just a volcano. But it filled up its own layer. It's interesting. Hey, the Slicksters are out! Perfect! Now, unfortunately, we are going to have a bunch of CO2 down here that they can't get at. Do I want to make this an actual... ranch and have them get turned into tamed Slicksters? What's the temperature down here? It's 35? Is that in your livable range? 35. Yeah, so it's just barely. Just barely hot enough. Only on this side. Over here it's a bit too cold. I hadn't thought about that at all. Why are we scalding? Oh, down here. It's hot down here. Stupid volcanoes. But it's okay. We're on top of it. Now, I think this entire area is going to get really hot. Like, I'm not that concerned about them dying, as long as they survive, like, in time for this to run more. So, way over here, it's still at 31. You know, just to be safe, let's lock them out of that that area right there. Scalding. Oh, what? Gossman! No, you cannot go in there. Gossman, what are you doing? Are you grabbing super hot gold for our base? Yeah, that's... okay, it'll cool down pretty fast. That's one way to heat your base. I forgot we were gonna mess with this. So can we deconstruct this? I think we should be able to. Yeah. We want to do the same thing up here, probably. Although, probably not, because we haven't gotten this working yet. Another building broken. A battery. Okay. Why did these only just break now? I mean, it's awfully hot down there. But it's like it was fine until I looked at it, you know? Oh well. Here, build this all the way down. What if we were to go this way? I think that's not too bad. Here. And then extend over here too. And now we can just build 2 more right like that. From the corners. So that means that it doesn't spill out, but we can get rid of the door. We could do that right here too, but I'm not feeling happy with this build. Eventually we're gonna wanna do something to make it not do what it's doing. Oh, okay, now that's the issue. Without that gold in there, we don't have all the energy to make this. We do have a bit more of aluminum, but not a lot. Here, cancel all this. So we do have the original wire still. Cancel all this. And we'll build the rest of this out of aluminum. If we can get down. We can't even. Okay. Well, let's build out a wire. And then that will let us run the rock crusher more. And you can make a bunch more gold amalgam. A bunch more gold for us. Look at our food. 104,000 omelets. And we're probably having trouble because they never actually ended up making this area like I wanted them to. Here, up priorities. And you can get rid of these 2. And this needs a briar seed there. I'm not certain that this is enough for that. And I'm not sure how we're going to fill this with CO2. We might need to, like, actually pump some in or something. Well, that's the idea. And another one of these. How is air quality? It's not that good. We've been low for a while this power has been on. Okay, so right here, the air is 33 degrees, which is just below their livable range. Let's go ahead and close off another couple spots. Just to try to force them into the good area. No. Wait. Slicksters with death wishes. Try it again, please. Oh, now we just let him out. Alright. Build a couple steps there. New printables. I don't want any of you. Sorry, I don't want to deal with you right now. No, wait. It can't be when they're up there. You have to wait till when they're down. In fact, let's see. We can make that. We can enforce that by putting a door right there. Is this connected now? Good. Good. Okay. Where are they? Did we get them stuck? Is that all three? Yeah, that's all. That's two of them, and there's a third. Okay, perfect. And now they're in the hot area of this room, so that'll keep them alive. Eventually, this is gonna overheat, and then we'll cool off just like the top part of it. No, it's still no good. Build another one. How are you guys doing? You don't look that well. Can you get rid of this layer too? Okay. Now we just need to get that one down. Open this. Oh, oh, come on, go down. No, you're on the wrong side of things now. They got a little jumping gym. Come on. There, oh, almost. Almost. There we go. Open. Close it. Close it. No, not in time. We need a dupe, like, standing by. Perfect! Perfect! Oh! Yes, we got it! No, we got this one stuck. Yeah, he's confined in Kalam. Now we can make auto sweepers if we add the energy to it. Or if we had the metal for it. Okay, come on. Oh, we got it? We got it? No! Yes! Okay, they're good. How's the wall going? Almost got there. Just wanted to get those last two spots. And then we can start building this way. I mean, technically down here is pretty hot too. So we're probably going to want to fill that in. Wait a minute. That's abyssalite. No, it's obsidian. Never mind. My bad. Alright, and build a little cross there. Are you stuck, Frankie? No, you're good. You're good. Perfect. Okay, build that going out this way. Starvation? Just because they were stuck for a little bit. They can get out fine. We even have a little bit of oil starting to be produced down here. Perfect. And you're slowly starting to make some oil for me. New research. Let's get that metal refinery. We could just find a pool or something to deal with that. And then I'm thinking we should probably plan to build a steam turbine chamber at some point soon. We're not as stuck with like before. Our farms were so dependent on farms, so we needed to keep our temperature in a very narrow range. But pips, hatches, where all our food comes from, all those omelets, those are they're resilient. They can have lots of temperature issues. You're cramped because of all these. We need to make that happen. So I had a plan. We'll deal with that next time, though, I think. I just want to get this wall nice and finished up. See, look at this Draco. He's living down here at 90 degrees. And he's fine. He's just shrugging it off. I am concerned about this continuing to radiate up. Like, we did what we could, but it could be better. High stress and food is decayed. Rotten lettuce. Oh, that's very sad. Rowan, why are you stressed? You have light wounds. You have slime lung antibodies. So, okay, you just got over slime lung. That's the issue. And it's going down again, but you're pretty high. What's your, we should make a little, thing for you. A massage table. Yeah, Rowan just got messed up. Poor Rowan. Is somebody coming? Come on, guys. Travaldo. Oh, it's schedule shift. That's why things are having a problem. Critter starvation. Are we not getting enough of our... Huh. You know what? I think we can go ahead and put some farm tiles in here also, just to guarantee we have food. Like, we shouldn't be harvesting these, right? Yeah. Here. Alright. And your break starts at 80 and brings you back down to 25. Once you're at 25, you can just deal. And Rowan's dealing, actually, so he doesn't even need it. But I'm going to go ahead and let him come here if he needs it. Alright. I guess I can get rid of these ladders now. They just kind of look ugly. Oh, we let the Dracos out. Go wrangle it back. And build mealwood. And these will grow much faster, so we'll always have the opportunity for them. How's the wall doing? Yeah, they're not doing very well with it. They're like having trouble getting the last little bits. It's an oxygen issue, I think. This is just a constant mess of steam turning into of steam and condensation. These guys are still alive. I've had trouble with Slicksters. They tend to die really easily. Made a mess. Lindsay! Why is Lindsay always the one to make a mess? Cramped. Let's go ahead and take some eggs away. I still have a plan for dealing with that in a more automated fashion, but for now, we're stuck like this. And they can't get there because they need to be able to stand there, perhaps? Let's try that. Well, if nothing else, we can get rid of this and they can get there. Yeah, that works better. Alright, we got the wall from the south nice and set up. Might want to build this across like that, perhaps. It doesn't matter. Nothing, we haven't really seen anything new on that side in a long time. This is coming back in 3 cycles, and we're still not really ready to deal with it, but that's okay. There's the metal refinery. But, again, not yet ready to deal with it. And this CO2 is starting to, you know, starting to get there a lot. I mean, I'm not at a point where I can even blame the lack of oxygen on anymore. It's just a lot of CO2. Let's see if we can ranch these guys. I'm gonna go ahead and make it a ranch. But we're gonna need suits at some point. Because otherwise they're just not gonna be happy down here. It'll take forever to ranch. Printables. Joya seeds, sure. Alright, I think I am going to take a break here. We're past the 2-hour mark, and I try not to go too much beyond that. So thank you everyone for watching. Until next time.